What's up, guys? TCMuze. Ride along with me for one of my early morning sessions. Let's get it. Be reminded, we're trying to get all this done in 30 minutes and then move on with the rest of the day. You know, get something done before the world's even up. Also, here's a track list of what I'm using. Usually when I start these, I have a vibe in mind. I wanted to do something like NxWorries Anderson Paak and Knowledge. I usually try to set up the sound selection before I get started, give me a head start so I kind of have the palette ready. Then I also like to, challenge myself by playing in a key that, I don't usually play in. Today I'm in A major. Looks like I was able to figure out something. So playing a B minor 7 to a F sharp minor 9 to a B flat minor 7 flat 5, and then going to an A major 7. Looks like I got a supporting instrument here, got a pluck going. I used a lot of like Lofi-Glow today. I had a pack and I've never used it. I'm noodling, trying to figure out what I'm gonna play here, but it looks like I got it. So I'm gonna step inside here. I just think that pluck is a little too piercing. So I'm gonna take the attack down, kind of let it swim in reverb. That way it just doesn't mess up the vibe, The vibe is supposed to be like, underwater. Gonna keep the drum pattern kind of simple here. Kind of like these drums because they have like a texture to them already. Had to open a different drum pack here just to get a good hi-hat. Sometimes I just take a second listen to what I put in to make sure it's cohesive, make sure there's no mistakes. Sounds good. Sometimes a boring bass line can just kind of stagnate a beat. So I'm kind of tooling around, trying to figure out what I want to play. So after a couple tries, I think I got something. I like the vibe, but I think we're gonna still build on top of it a little bit more. I think this is something else we can just add in and then duck a little bit just to give it a different texture. Trying to figure out what I want to put in that harmonically works. I decided that going up an octave would help it instead of the register I was in. So now I'm jumping in and trying to sculpt this sound a little bit better so it fits in with the other instruments. The first thing I went to do was try to change the attack, and then I just started messing with this filter knob. It was giving me some textures that I was liking, so I kept twiddling and figured out what I liked there. found something else to work with. It's like a crazy effect. I don't know. These things are weird, but they always kind of work. They give you a nice little, vibe or something extra to it. So I'm gonna tap it in here. I think I'm gonna just throw in some extra vocals. Glaze too, again, native instruments. I mean, it's cool. I'm gonna just throw that in the background. Another texture. All right, I think we got a vibe going here, but I also like to add like live instrumentation to my beats, so I'm gonna pull out the guitar and try to strum something in. Today I'm gonna be using my Epiphone Les Paul Modern humbucker position, but getting this in took a while. I had 8 minutes, but by the time I got it, I only had 4. So I'm gonna listen back, and since I'm running out of time, this is just gonna have to do. Check it. So about to add in a second guitar part. It's more of a line than it is chords. So I take some time. I'm just in that A major position, and just try to work something in. I mean, I guess it's all right. I mean, we only have like a minute or so left. But at this point, I just, turned off the timer. I knew I wasn't going to be able to mix in like a minute. So I gave myself an extra 5-6 minutes to just, start the mix and do any light sculpting that I needed to do. Let's walk through what I did here. So here I'm working on the keys. I'm just pulling out the low end so it makes room for the bass. Coming back to those plucks. I think we're gonna take some of that high end off. Yeah, just to go with the vibe that we have. With this, I try to keep my processing kind of minimal, but as you can see, I have like plug-in analysis paralysis here. Not sure what I'm going for, but I ended up going for like an IK multimedia reverb, just to wash it out a little bit. Help just throw it further in the back to make it all just a texture. Nothing really to do with these vocals but pull them down and move over to the guitar. I don't want that too loud either, so just pull that down. Probably gonna compress it a little bit and get an even response. Make sure I'm properly gain staging so I'm not fooled by just thinking it's louder is better. And then just, clearing out the mud. think the last thing we have to do is that guitar riff part. Kind of sounds a little dry for something that's washed and wavy, so I think we're gonna go to something that can wash it out a little bit. Again, sometimes you just have way too many effing plugins, but it's a blessing, I guess, you know. So I kind of just got to Echo Boy, and the default was fine. It was like, cool. Do that and throw it in the back. All right, here's the final. Let's check it out. Appreciate y'all. Y'all stay up.